quick brief. Some of the initial reports for fireworks, what we're getting right now, looks like what we have is flammable liquid. Probably a young child out there playing with gasoline and a lighter, and really badly burned. So I'll give y'all a quick bite whenever y'all are ready.
Okay.
No, just work with you, and
yes,
we'll go from there.
Yes, just look at me, please. Yes.
All right.
Is it okay if I hold these together?
Yeah, it's fine. You're fine.
Okay.
I'm doing good with it.
All right. So, yes, sir. Please just look at me and ignore the camera. Would you just say and spell your name so we have it right?
Jimmy Williams, Jimmywilliams, Montgomery County Fire Marshal.
So tell us what you can about what's happened out here.
The investigation's ongoing. Preliminary reports are that we have a 5-year-old child. There was a bonfire in the backyard, and the initial information and what we're seeing at the scene indicates that there was flammable liquid. Gasoline most likely was involved, and the children were back there attempting to light a fire. We have significant burns. A 5-year-old child's been life flighted. It appears to be related to the use of gasoline, again a flammable liquid. And the problem that you have is those vapors can travel a great distance. Obviously a 5-year-old's not going to realize that. And the moment you strike a match to it or a lighter, there could be a fire. Neighbors reported hearing an explosion, saw the small child running, his clothes were on fire. Initial reports are 50, as much as 80% burns. Most of the burns are the front of his body. With some critical burns, we would classify it because some of it involves the respiratory tract as well. So right now he's en route to the burn center via life flight, again with critical burns. He was conscious at the time he was transported.
And is this on his face or his torso, or do you know?
Most of his front part of his body.
So we talked a little about humidity today with gasoline, how those vapors hold to the ground so close.
Well, one of the things we always say is you should never use flammable liquids such as gasoline to ignite a fire. The problem is those vapors. Those vapors are unseen, they're invisible, they can travel for a great distance. Right now we have a small breeze in front of the house, but back where they were trying to light the fire, there's practically no breeze. It's surrounded by brush, so those vapors are going to pool. And if you pour that gasoline, within just a couple of minutes, you could have a significant vapor cloud that you're not going to see. You could be 10 or 15 feet away, and you strike a match or a lighter, and those flames are going to flash back to you from that vapor cloud. So it's very easy. We see this quite often, unfortunately, with small children. Our recommendation obviously is never use flammable liquids, and always when you're going to burn, make sure that the small children are supervised.
So the child was actually playing with the gasoline? Or?
The initial reports, we're still interviewing the witnesses, that there were several children, and the children may have been playing with the gasoline and a lighter.
Were there any parents, adults?
There is a parent on scene, and we're interviewing them as well. And so it may be a situation where they found some gasoline. We're trying to determine where they got the gasoline from. They were out back in the backyard. And again, the recommendation, make sure that you have those in a safety container, store them just like you would a lighter. And if you have children that are curious about fire, contact your local office or your local fire department. We have a juvenile fire setter program, and all those are appropriate. Small children just don't understand the dangers involved.
Yeah. Okay. But there was no adult outside at the time that this was happening?
It's still all under investigation. So.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
And the kids think, hey, that's pretty cool. Teach your children that, again, what you worry about is you pull it in and then you start swelling.
And then
We're looking at it's actually burned up now. So there's a couple of gas cans back.